All right, we have come to the final character outcome, number 7, which is called Considerate Community Member. So let me share that with you just in the overview diagram here and the competencies that are associated with that, and then the LEs that will come out of that. So a competent or character outcome number 7 is Considerate Community Member. It has 3 competencies, like each character outcome always has 3 competencies. 19 is integrates holistic learning, right? So that's holistic by head, heart, and hands. Secondly is it's sensitive to diversity, meaning that we want to appreciate the differences that exist within our family or within our church or within our learning community, and listens empathetically. One of the greatest skills that we have and opportunities we have is actually listen to other people. And so all of these are aspects of what it means to be a considerate community member. And so that was by way of overview. And then what I want to do is just give you the specifics, because what's really interesting is this character outcome, though it is number 7, actually comes right after starting well, because the practical outworkings of this, you'll see in a minute, are how you're going to organize and how you're going to run your learning community. So we said that the learning experience itself is called Considerate Community Member, the same name as the actual character outcome. And you'll notice it says part 1 of 3. There are 3 parts. Part 1 will happen right after you finish starting well and you've gathered together as a learning community. Part 2 will happen after character outcome number 3 and between character outcome 3 and 4. And you'll make any adjustments you need to in the way your learning community is working. And then at the very end, when you finish character outcome number 6, what you will do is you will finish this character outcome by writing a paper that helps you to process what was it like for you to work in a learning community. And I think what you're going to find is very often we can become very siloed, and that when we learn to work as a learning community, there are some certain strengths that brings in that you want to integrate into your current either job situation or ministry situation or home situation. And so we want you to be thinking and reflecting on that. So in this first part, though, for part 1 of this character outcome, consider a community member, you will do the following. You will complete what's on Pathright. And then 2 is you're going to formulate a learning community covenant. And what a learning community covenant is saying, you're going to, as a group, including your faculty mentor, you're going to discuss how do we want to work together in this learning community. Since we're going to be together for at least 2 years, what should that look like? And you'll come up with a covenant you're going to covenant to do these things. And these are the qualities or the characteristics that will mark your learning community. Then once you have done that, you'll create an assessment tool by which you can go back and assess that when you finish character outcome 3 and right before you start 4. And so this is all of part 1. You'll make the covenant, and then you'll also make the assessment tool. That's part 1. Part 2, after character outcome 3, you'll do the assessment and make any tweaks or changes you need to in your way your learning community functions. And that's part 2. And then part 3 will be after character outcome number 6. And it will be the final part. The part 3 is where you will write a reflective paper on what did you learn in this character outcome, Considerate Community Member, and by working together with others in the learning community. And so that really wraps up all the character outcomes that are required. There is an 8th one. That 8th one is optional, and it's for specialization, which we're not going to discuss here. But that takes you through all these 7 character outcomes. I hope these videos have been helpful to you. When you finish the 7th character outcome, and if you choose not to do the 8th one, then you'll do continuing well. When you finish that, you'll graduate. So congratulations, you've done a great job.